All right. If you want me to do it in English, then let's start over. You can download the bit of feedback from my microphones. So you can download the materials on Windows Maya as always. I share the presentation file of yours and share screen. Here it is. Today's topic is design issue for online gaming. You guys play online games too, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes. Always. What games? Can you name the games you play? Okay. Maybe Risky, what games you play? You say yes. Yes, we do. No, I don't. I'm working. Oh, Christine is not playing. Test. Alvin, what games you play? Some occasional playing against Rainbow Six.
PUBG?
Can you hear my voice because the computer's microphone in Venus is very feedback, and I can hear my own voice from that, and it's really annoying. Can you? I'm using my laptop microphone instead. Can you hear my voice?
Yeah.
Rainbow Six. What are games you? It's clear now. Yeah, because it's my laptop and it's right in front of me instead of in the middle of the classroom. So no feedback. PUBG is very common. Players play PUBG, and maybe in Southeast Asia play Mobile Legends. Did you play Mobile Legends? No. No. What about Wild Rift? The League Wild Rift? Anyone? No? Okay, PUBG. So today's is design issue for online gaming. Some of you already played online gaming, and you already know what is the issue about the online gaming. The very common and usual issues about game design cheaters. Probably who don't include those mobile games. Oh, okay. What about Counter-Strike, Dota? Cheaters. There's a lot of cheaters. There's a lot of people who swearing, using swear words in the chat box. That's because players need to communicate each other for their teams or for another team. A toxic player. Dirty talk. They don't do. Yeah, dirty talk. Yeah, they use dirty language. GG easy. Oh, noob. Or sometimes they try to manipulate you, like what country in Africa it starts with an N and N with an A. Yeah, if you write that word on a game, you are effectively kicked out of the game immediately. Have you ever tried that? I've tried that. The N word, insult my mom, yeah. Noob. It's always like that. The teammate is it's not really good. Yeah, that's the design issue for online gaming. And oops, we here try to well, discuss about the materials today about online gaming, the definition, the advantages, the disadvantages, the design issues, technical security, persistence words, and social problems. Okay, as you can see in the slide here, the terms of online games is not the games that you download it from the internet, but you play it with your devices, and your device connect to the internet with another device, as a mobile phone or a PC or laptop or everything. So it doesn't include games that distribute over internet like videos, but it does include games which you play in a local area network, like Counter-Strike. That's qualified as online gaming. This is the advantage of online gaming. Of course, you can socialize, but it's a two-headed sword. You can socialize with your friend, you can socialize with your teammate if you play in online games. You can tell what you want to do, you can tell them what they have to do. Like if you play a league, I want to go top, I want to go bottom, I'm going to solo mid, and you can tell them to your friend. And of course, your teammates can say that commands to, and maybe you should retreat, maybe you should gang, you should do anything because there's a socialized in the game. You can type or even using a voice communication. But there's also the disadvantage of online game because, sorry, the communication model is not to be the need of produce content. It's to be here, but okay. It's about socializing, and us as a game developer doesn't really have to build the AI because it's human intelligence. We just make the games really balanced, and of course, in some time, people, because the game designers maybe just a bunch of human, maybe a team about 10 or 20 people balancing a game, and the players is millions of players, they find the game's not balanced enough. So it's also helped us, the game developers, to make the game more balanced, because many people play the game, many people find that every singles of the characters maybe is more, I don't know, what's your call, the overpowered, and sometimes the developers need to nerf that characters. And that's it. You don't have to build the artificial intelligence. You make the decision tree or the ANN for artificial intelligence. And yeah, because they compete against each other and don't usually need much an AI. And they can do it in separate locations. Or separate devices, because as you can see, the slight problems with local play is you should, yeah, your display. Maybe you guys doesn't really having that much problem today because you play on PC or console or mobile devices. Back then, in the olden days, with the PlayStation, or maybe the older, yeah, maybe PlayStation. I could have that example. If you want to play with your friend in the racing games, you have a split screen. And that's the problem with local play. The split screen means less to see. Divided screen TV to many players. Ah, the old days. Yeah, even if they have the accessories called the multi-tab, and the multi-tab looks like an L, and you can put your controllers into that, up to 4 players, and the screen is divided into 4 players, which is really, really small, and you can see much of the games. But that's the problems, and that's the solution back then, because we don't have an online multiplayer games. If you talk about connected via internet, we have LAN, but if you want to play LAN games like Warcraft or Starcraft, you need to bring the CPU to your friends' houses, and it's not really easy to do. It's not really efficient way to do, but yeah. And because today is you don't have problems with network play. Also, it's a benefit of network play because you can play in anywhere. But the disadvantages are, yes, there's a communication model. It's talk about the client servers. Maybe you guys have a slow internet, or the internet is fast, but you have a packet loss. So it stutters. You know, the online game stutters when you really want to go forward, but it stays there, it freezes, and 0.6 seconds later, you are at the front, in the front of enemy towers, and losing your health points a lot. That's communication model because there's technical issue. And this latency and packets, of course. It's all about the internet and cheaters. If you play in a local game, in your own games, and you cheat your own games, it doesn't affect other people, but in online games it does, and it's not good to have the cheaters. For example, in Counter-Strike, you have an auto aim. Have you ever heard about that? The aiming always points to the enemy's head, so you always get a headshot, and it's very easy to win with a headshot. That's the disadvantage of the online games. And then the needs of produce content. And of course you have customer service because it's online to solve the technical problems like bugs, and you can say that it's features or not, it's depends on you, and to answer question about game contents, enforce justice, and investigating any punishment misbehaviors. I don't know about other games lately, but as I don't have many times to play on a PC because I have to sit down and turn on the PC and play the game, I switched recently, about 3 or 4 months ago, to Mobile Legends instead of Dota. And there, you know, because it's a mobile, everyone's played the game. From the toddlers, maybe, play the mobile games, and they speak a lot. And they don't speak nicely. Like you said, they speak about my mothers, they speak about my insults, swearings, the N-words, a lot. And so it happens in the long run, but lately they have really do something about the people who speak swearing. You can report them, and they actually do something about the people. They punish with reducing some scores. I don't know what scores are actually using for what, but they reduce their scores so they don't have multipliers for their points, and they play the rank games and other things, like if you are away from keyboards, what else? If they need customer service produce on, so need police to punish misbehavior players. Yeah, need customer service. Need police to punish misbehavior players. Yeah, because sometimes they away from keyboard or intentionally be an ATM. You know, they feed themselves to die, so the enemies, so yeah, the enemies could win or get some money from the game because you die, and you can report that to the customer service, to the game, and they do things for that players. And there's some design issue for online games, the arriving players, the disappearing players, the real-time versus turn-based, the collusion, and asynchronous games, the technical security. It happens to me once, but they solved it. I lost my account or being hacked. I never been hacked. Have you guys hacked? So your characters, I mean, your account is missing? But we haven't been hacked. Or I have I don't remember the games, but I create a username. I create usernames, the account. The usernames is, I don't really remember the usernames, but they changed my usernames. I don't know why, but they changed my username. Maybe it's swearing words in another country. I don't know. Thankfully, not yet. Good for you, then. And this is the 4 types of players. Maybe I have, I haven't talked about this type of players. This is by Richard Battle. There are 4, but type of players is not just Richard Battles. There's a lot of people that do research of what kind of players there are, and one of them have 6 type of players. This has 4, which is killers, achievers, socializers, and explorers, and it defines what games you are playing. For example, this actually has more legends here. Killers and socializers, because it's interact with peoples. Achievers and explorers, it's interact with the game. Socializers and explorers, killers is one against the players. This is not against the players. So achievers is against the game. Explorers is try to explore the game. Socializers is try to explode people. Killers is try to against another players. So killers games like the games you all play, the DGEZ, the Dota, the Defense of Ancient or Ancient is a killer's game. You are, sir, try to kill another team and try to win it by killing each other. Or the PUBG, that's killers. The achievers is the same with killers, but instead of another players, it's the game. So it's the game. They try to kill the games. Usually, games like Last of Us, adventures game. You try to kill things on a game. Socializers is not against, but it's from people. Explorers, it's not against, and the game like The Sims maybe, or City Skyline. You guys play City Skyline? Nope, not that much. Yes, what's yes? Is yes. Yeah, it's very nice games to. You get just play. Rinaldi says don't include those mobile games. What games you play, Rinaldi? It is a fun game, the City Skyline, but it's not online. Online game was what's online game and explore? Final Fantasy? No, Final Fantasy. Genshin Impact. But yeah. Ark. You play Ark? ARK. Ark. Destiny 2. Survival. Do you know one? Minecraft? Anyone here from Minecraft? From this type of players, what kind of players play Minecraft? Is it killers? Explorers? Explorers? They're already explorers. 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 A lot of you say it's explorers. But you can kill other people, right? It's fun to play Minecraft with friends, yeah, and kill them. Or not. Yeah, you can kill other people, yeah. So, but it's not the main objective to kill people. Joking to kill. Yeah, it's really fun to be the Joker. Like in GTA 5. You guys play GTA 5? Killing other people?
Of course, but I never touch online.
You play online games in GTA 5? Who says that?
I did not. I don't touch.
Oh, you don't?
Online. GTA online yet? Single player, yes, but online, no, not yet.
Yeah, you should try the online because it's really irritating. You just stroll around the city, doing nothing, walking on a pavement, and you've been killed by someone using a tank. You see tank, you know, the big guns. You're just walking around, and after that, they wait for you at the hospital to kill you again for no obvious reason. The heist mission is fun. Yes, there's a new DLC for the GTA 5 heist. I don't remember the name.
It's Cayo Perico.
Oh, it's Rico.
Cayo Perico, an island.
An island. That's really reminiscent of.
The players have to rob the island.
Yeah. Spawn and yeah. It's not really. It's fun maybe for them to kill me while strolling around. Yeah, that's the game. So yeah, you know the type of players. So you maybe if you are someday working on games, you know there are type of players, and you should aim for them. Otherwise, you don't really, you know, get the target. You need to understand the users and make the features for them. So what model? This is scavengers model, the socials model, this Dungeons and Dragons model, this player versus players. These really are a lot of games of versus players today. As a builder games. Okay, this is a social problem we discussed earlier, the managing the chat, the limited content, the profanity filters, blocking other players. This is social problems. And some games have solution for that. One is the customer service, police, to punish people like this when they swearing, or they completely shut down the communication models, communication like chat and everything, the socialize, like the guess you're not really playing on mobile games. Brawl Stars, you know Brawl Stars. Brawl Stars. Brawl Stars. Yeah, that's the UI is really good. The games is quite fun if you play while you are eating your lunch because you don't have enough time to play, or while waiting a bus. When you are waiting a bus, not today because there's, of course, you're not ride the bus today because coronavirus. My friends play that games. You, Ronaldo, you play the Brawl Stars. Ronaldo, not yet. What you play? What games you play? Have you? Okay, that's the problems with online games. What time is it? Still a lot of time. These are the references, and that's pretty much the topics for today. From the Venus Maya slide, and as usual, I bring my own slide to enhance some things. Maybe I should. Okay. Let's see my Zoom. Have I shown you this slide? Or I haven't shown you this slide? Guys, I haven't. I guess I haven't. Okay, maybe I have the monetization models slide shown to you, but not this one. On that slide, we talk about all type of monetization on the games. But this is earning revenue from that kind of monetization models. Okay, the outlines are successful monetization, trending models, and monetization in real life. So, guys, games are like, if you want to talk about analogy, games is like football players. There is a lot of football players, but there is only one Cristiano Ronaldo. Means average of football players has average of income, but Cristiano Ronaldo is really rich compared to the other players because his wage is really huge. So you can still earn money from games, and this is the usual how people monetization models and how they get money, because there's only one Dota, there's only one League, and there's only one of everything games that really trending right now. But you still can have scalp from the revenue by ads or anything. So the earning revenue, that's 5. How to get money from the players, of course. First is give it taste, explore subscription, obfuscate, always. Remove ads, does it really matter? Does it really need to remove ads? Or ensure what you're monetizing has value. Okay, first, give player a taste. What does it mean? It is a timed trial for special items or mode. Show players the potential return, and once the trial ends, offers them to buy, or maybe you can put them on sale so they can buy the items. Usually in League of Legends, not all heroes is open like you get in Dota, but you can buy the heroes, you can try the heroes on a trial date. Like today's menu are, you can choose the characters there, and maybe just for that day, and the next day is different characters, and the next day is different characters, and all these trials, players can try a lot of characters, and they can buy those characters, but that's actually not giving the actual solution, because the League of Legends make their own problems and they make solution upon it. Pretty much like the tire service shop, you know, when you get a punctures, you know, punctures, nails stabbing your tires. Sometimes the tire shop actually shred the, yes, they spray down on a road so people can get the truck on it. But that's the point, the gift player taste. Or some power ups, like in Brawl Stars, they can have power ups, they can buy them. Or in what other games do you play? Even the smallest games, the casual games like Candy Crush, they give you the taste of power ups, and you can use them, and maybe you can depend on them, and you need them, but you don't have, so you need to buy, and that's the money, that's the revenue you can get. If the players doesn't really have the taste of the power ups, what does it really do? What it does really do to the games? Maybe they don't really want to buy it, so give the taste. Next is explore subscription, but it's only works if the games is already big to play games like back then in the olden days, the Ragnarok. How to subscribe to Ragnarok? You buy a vouchers. Or you cannot play the games. Today, the equals is probably Final Fantasy. Or the subscription is not only for the pass and to enter the game, but to get an extra point. Because I likely play the Mobile Legends, I'm gonna have the example from the Mobile Legends. Mobile Legends has menu, it's not menu, it's a features. A features that says a starlight. Starlight, or yes, it's a starlight. If you buy diamonds, you are a starlight members. If you are a starlight members, you get an extra reward. If you have reward like 100 coins, for example, you can get 120 instead of 100. So it's more. So subscribe, always subscribe. They say it's like that. So explore subscription. Divide the free players and the subscribes tiers, and give the subscriber early access to rollout content like new heroes, new characters, new items, and everything. This is the real recipe, probably, to obfuscate real currency and the game currency. And that's the example. Don't let buyers do easy maths on the items they want to buy. If a $2 salt may sound expensive, communicate it with 5 diamonds. And if you want to get a 5 diamonds, you can't. You have to buy 12 diamonds. So if 5 diamonds equals to $2, 10 diamonds equals to $4. But if
$12 equals to, you need to do the math. And sometimes players don't want to do the math. So you can just simply say a sword is $2 or a 5 diamonds. The $2 it's hidden. So 5 diamonds, you got a sword. And how to get a 5 diamonds? The cheapest way is to buy a 15 diamonds. And the 15 diamonds will cost you $12. A 15 and 12 and 5, it's really confusing for some people to do the math. It's just, okay, it's just $12. And usually they don't do $12, they do $1.99. It's just $1.99. It's very cheap. Who doesn't want to buy a $1.99 diamonds? It's my lunch money. I can have lunch for my mother, and I can just not buy lunch at campus, so I can get the sword. It's cheap. They may not purchase, but yeah, they may not give purchase on, no. Yeah, they may not have a second thought to buy that because it's very cheap and it's confusing, and it's just, yeah, just gonna buy that. And sometimes after you obfuscate them with real money and the game currency, give them a limited time, like beginner packets. Buy this in 3 days for just $1.99. You got the sword, shields, and money, and diamonds, and everything. And they get money from that. You get money from that. I mean, you will develop the games if you want to go on this industry, because there's a lot of money here. This, for example, it's really nice to have this kind of example. See, a $1.99, you got 15 gold. For $5.99, you got 15. See, a $2 got 15. A $6 is to 3. What? Is it really $2 got 15? 3 means 3 times of 45, but you got 15. Yeah, it's still really logic, but at the top, there is a package, a super sweet deal. The super sweet deal, what that is, you get 10 of the gold, 3 types of power-ups, the bomb, the, I don't know what, the hammer, and the fish. All of them just for $0.99, not even $1, $0.99. So it's half the price. It's 3/4 of what you get from the 15 gold, it's 10, and you got 3 power-ups. And people say, it's a note, it's a nail, it's gonna buy that. This is the real example for obfuscate. And the reason, and this reason, what makes the Candy Crush is still one of the, I don't know, best revenue out there for the casual games, because yeah, Candy Crush, people from, usually not the students, because students still have a lot of times, employee play Candy Crush, and your grandmothers play Candy Crush. So there's a lot of customer range that could buy the $0.99. Imagine 1 million people buy the super sweet deal. It's a $1 million. That's a lot of money. Then remove ads. Do you really need to remove ads? Yeah, some in-app purchases do this. They remove ads so you don't see ads. But actually, ads is one of the biggest revenue you got there, because it just appears and it's not really cost money to players. So players just, yeah, it's in ads, and it's short, maybe it's 15 seconds. And you can give to players, a reward if they watch a ads. An ad, so yeah, it's a win-win solution. So remove ads, maybe not. It's a quick way to make a buck. And you can earning more in ads play other than one-time in-app purchases. And if the players really plays the game, play the games a lot, it's not equal. So hold your thought to remove ads. This is the in-app advertising and in-app purchases. And it's 4 types of advertising. The display, usually it's a banner on the top of or bottoms of display. The interstitial ads common between levels. Or if you die, if you lose, there's a ads show. This what makes the. Have you ever heard the Flappy Bird? Anyone? Flappy Bird? The developers, the one man, yeah, I don't really remember his name. That? Is he? Is he there? Nguyen? Mr. Nguyen? I don't know if it's, no, the game. Oh yeah, the game is dead. The Mr. Nguyen get a revenue from these interstitial ads for the, what's the word again? Flappy Birds is $60,000 per day in a month, every day, not just work days, but every day, 60,000. So in rupees back then is 600 million every day. Can't multiply it with 30, it's a lot. And that's the reason why he chose to shut down the game from the App Store, because people know how rich he is, and it's not good for him in his neighborhoods. Yeah, $60,000 a day. And then the incentivized ads, like if you watch the ads, you get money, get coins, offers incentive like bonuses, and then the contextual ads, branded gameplay objects, like the GoFood games, this Dead Stranded, the one you become a GoFood. There's a lot of contextual ads because there is the set of the time for the games is the post-apocalypse, but there is still a Monster Energy drink. That's the contextual, because the ads is actually in the game. And how much money can mobile ads make? It's 21.1 billion in 2015. Imagine today, in 2017, 39.8 billion. In 2009, 82.6 billion in global revenue. And it should be tripled by 2024, because today it's 2019. Imagine today, people are not commuting. People are at their home, playing games, watching ads. So maybe it's a nice economic move for you guys to make a simple games like you have done in this semester for these courses, and put it on the Play Store or App Stores, whatever you like, and enjoy the revenue of the ads. Actually, the ads revenue is really small. It's only $0.0.0 per click, or they count it per CRM, per CTM, click, or per impression. If you play in Instagram, impression, how many the games actually, how many ads actually shown to the mobile device. Ooh, yeah, that's a lot of money. And it should be tripled by 2024, because today is still coronavirus, and last year is the coronavirus. I don't have the data for the last year. 2021 supposed to be still like 2020 because the coronavirus doesn't really leave us, and we still have to do works outside houses and meet other people. Maybe that's the reason. The active, it's not the active, the positivity rate of coronavirus in Indonesia is is beyond a 25%. So it's really fast. And people have to stay at home. The advantage of mobile game ads is effective, of course. It's just show that people don't really cost money. Maybe they can have reward for that, bonuses, generating considerable revenue. Keeps engaging users because people play and they show ads really not long, short videos maybe, and that's it. And lastly, ensure what you're monetizing has value. They don't throw money for nothing, and give them trivial items for free. So they want more, like give the taste, saving the most satisfying stuff for the premium, and cloud saving allows players to use in-app purchase devices. Even it's adding even more value. So if you buy sword on this phone maybe, and you can still have the same sword on your iPad. It's like that. And the number third, the saving the more satisfying stuff for the premium, it's really good as well, because there's a game, local games about sport. The game is about sport. You managing a sport team. The game designers supposed to design everything from the items, from the games itself and to the items, and how much those items actually powerful, how much powerful the item is, and how to obtain those items. The most satisfying stuff means it's the most overpowered stuff, and that should be obtained only by real currency. But those games, that game, I don't want to say the name, the game has a lot of players, a lot of subscribers, of patrons. More than 1% of those players actually pay for with actual money. And my fairy friend is spending about 6 to 7 million a month for play that games, because he wants to stay on the top, and he has a guild, and his guild has I don't know, maybe 6 or 5 players, I don't really remember, all of which is 6 to 7 million a month, or maybe more if they want to buy something amazing. But at some time, the developers decided to make a premium stuff as powerful as the current premium stuff, but you can get it using an in-game diamond. And that infuriates a lot of players who invest a lot in the games, 6 million a month. Imagine 6 million a month a year is 72 million a month, and the guild has 5 players, so 72 times 5. It's about 350 million only from that one. It's not only guilds out there, and he's not in the top 10, he's the top 20. Yeah, and saving the most satisfying stuff for premium is really nice advice, because after those things happens, my friend decided to not play the games anymore. And that is And that's a lot of players decided to do the same. And the revenue of the games is dropped drastically, and it's shots today. Oh, I don't know if it's shots or not, but I don't really hear the name today. So yeah, that's what game designers and marketing really needs to do. You need to design everything up front before you're releasing the games. That's why these courses what actually tells you to do. And you can also monetize in real life, like maybe Instagram post or an event photogenic. Yeah, even if today you don't get many events because coronavirus. Yeah, attractive events like creating photos, selfies, videos, tweeting, or you can have a giveaway, and instead of giveaway, I mean, you do the giveaway and you get players, and then merchandise like tees and collectibles, sponsors, yeah, all of which helps amplify the brand's message beyond those in attendance. So you can, of course, monetize in real life. This is the revenue in the US dollars of games out there. The Candy Crush Saga is the top, and then Homescapes. You know, Homescapes and Gardenscapes, those games exactly the same. Those games are exactly look like to the Candy Crush, but if you play those games, you know that Homescapes and Gardenscapes aiming to all four of these four types players: the explorer, the everything. Oh no, three, because you can socialize, you can. Oh, yeah, that's four, because you can socialize, you can compete with other, you can explore the games, and you can achieve because there's achievement there, and you need to actually overcome challenges in the games. So yeah, Homescapes and Gardenscape, and they're always, I don't know what's the word, but they put ads videos everywhere, like Instagram posts and YouTube. If you don't have a YouTube Premium, maybe you see and watch a lot of Gardenscapes games in your YouTube before the video starts. And that's the reasons why I bought the YouTube Premium, because I don't want to watch the Homescape and Gardenscapes ads every time I want to watch the video. And yeah, this is the games, and this is the revenue daily. So Candy Crush Saga, a $1.6 million a day. That is a lot of money. If 100,000 equals to 1 billion, in 1 million, billion, it's 1 billion. In Indonesian rupiah, imagine 1.6. It means it's 16 billion rupees a day. And that's not a hard thing to overcome, because I have a friend, and his team is a mobile games developer. It's not mobile games developer, it's developers. Some of his game is on mobile, some of on PC and Steam. This team is very small, maybe only 6 or 5 people, and some internship students. The revenue, he doesn't say it in money, but he says that his revenue is equals to 2 Alphards a week, 2 Alphards Toyota a week. That's a lot. It's 8 Alphards a month. You can have a fleet of Alphards in a year. So 2 Alphards a week, and in a year it's 104 weeks. So you got 208 Alphards. And that's a lot of Alphards if you want to have a taxi fleet. Yeah, that's a lot of money. And the games is not, you probably doesn't even heard about the games, but that's games, and he only get revenue from ads. Imagine if you want to be in the game industry. And that's the theory. for the developers had to come up with really ingenious tactics to make their games profitable, like the VIP programs, the Starlights, like in the Mobile Legends, special offers like beginner package, the new player package, the super sweet deals, and influencer marketing. Because in Indonesia, influencers says a lot and they influence a lot, and they are not cheap to come by. The average of the top influencers out there, if you want they to post your content or post content about your product, is equals to about 50 to 100 millions for one post. And that is a whopping amount of money. And maybe that's all the topics for today. I have shared the slide from the Binus Maya. I have shared a slide from that I've collected, so you know what kind of money you can get for yeah, from the game industry. Any question, guys? Are you guys still with me, right? Oh yeah, cool.
Still.
Any question? Or there's no question?
Many gamers complain about gardenscapes and homescapes and other games which involve puzzles, choice, multiple choice. But in reality, match 3, that's false advertising.
Oh yeah. The gardenscapes and homescapes ads actually shows you need to save the butler from some kind of situation, but actually the games is a puzzle, which looks like a Candy Crush saga. So it's mislead. And thank you for pointing that out. The Gardenscape and Homescapes actually being sued, and they've lost, and they have to pay a lot of compensation money because their ads is misleading, or was misleading. I don't know what their ads today. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. Any question again, guys? No, no question. Maybe a bit of a, wait a minute. Maybe we'll talk about the final exam, because the final exam, have you guys get the schedules for the final test? Or you haven't got the schedules for the final test? Okay. E3 trailer. Oh. E3 trailers. Yeah, it's very good games when released. What is that? Yeah, it's common in a lot of games. Like even a simple game, like casual games, like I don't really remember that. Clash of Clans. The trailers was really good. The games is not really. A Spider-Man or No Man's Sky trailers is a lot, promising a lot and delivers nothing. 16 times the details. Okay, back to the final test. You guys have schedule for the final test or haven't? I guess you haven't got the schedule for the final test, I suppose.
Haven't.
Yeah. So the project is actually for the final test. I mean, your project for this semester. actually depends, but depends on the lectures, on its small classes. But at the earliest, we decided to 70% from your project is gonna goes to the final test score. So we decided to submit. You can submit your project on the final test. And here's how to submit. I will give you the instruction on the, I mean, not me, but we will give you the instruction how to submit your project at the final test. But what you need to submit are Unity package. So you need to export your Unity project as a package, and to build, I don't know if you build it as an APK, the Android, or the exit. Okay, so two. That's two. And your project should be,
project lagi kamu.
what was that? Okay, your project should be uploaded to your own Google storage, zip it and upload it to your own Google storage and give the link. So that's 3. And the 4th is the actual final test. And the test for the final is a written test. So you're not making a project. It's a written test, and those written tests are and will related to your project. Can I use other than Google Earth? Of course you can. You can use your servers if you want to.
Group class project.
Maybe you want to
Group
use
project or what?
SharePoint because you are business student, or you want to use. But please consider us here in Indonesia. We have the IIX, the EX bit. So EX servers or Singapore servers. So please, if you want to upload it to some foreign servers, we will have sometimes to download it, like maybe a media files, or I don't know, some kind of media uploaders like that.
Group projects.
Sorry, what?
For exams, use group project or what?
Yes, group project.
Group.
Yeah.
Group ones or one?
Pardon? I'm sorry, what?
Group ones or what?
Group ones or what? Your groups, your group projects.
Your group, okay.
Yeah, I hope that answers your question. Any other question again?
So does that mean we don't submit anything today? Because last time you said that we're gonna submit the final project today, so that was canceled.
Yeah, and you have extra time to polish your game.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I guess that's, I don't remember the name. I'm terribly sorry, but many of you actually asked me to the email that when we will submit the project, and I will inform you at the forum. Yeah, earlier I want you to submit it today, because I have for me, there's a lot of time for me to assess your project, but I think you need the time more than me. So yeah, you need more time than us, the lecturers, so you can polish your games even more but it depends on your class, yeah. But if still undecided, you can still follow this to submit projects on the final test. You can use the time to polish the games even more and to make the documents even better, the game design documents, if it is any alteration inside. Any other question, guys? This is our very last meeting. So in short, we can turn in our task at the final exam. Yes, yes. That is correct, Vincent. No, you can, but you should. It depends on the small classes. Okay. Anytime. Any other question, guys? So when final exam, no question for me. Oh, that's different. We can upload .txt file in venus.exam. No, you upload 3 Unity package, build, and the exam itself. Because Unity package, it's so small, it's under 1 megabytes. It should fit the maximum capacity. So the project must be done today. No, you can submit on the final exam. But it depends on your class, Cheris. So the deadline of a project is the final exam? Yes. Depends on your class. Oh, I think I'll upload and try and send a link to... No. You still have to upload those files, the exam itself, the Unity package, and the... Because Unity package is small, it's okay to upload in Venus exam. We will write the instruction, the clearer instruction on the exam notes. So yeah, this is just the overview. You will have the Unity package, the build, and the game design documents. Does Unity package cover Unity projects? Things. What settings? It's supposed it is, because I usually when students submit their projects, it's usually I usually ask them to submit the project, and it's all right. But yeah. Oh, Mrs. Aisha says that guys from the LCO1 class, because you have to submit your projects, you can just include the link on your final exam. You still have time to. Oh, thank you.
Pak Gali,
Yeah.
one question. The written test itself, the questions will be asking about the project that they have made before, or any other questions related to the technical thingy?
It's related to the projects and projects.
Okay.
Scared that the project files is bigger than business exam can handle. Yeah, if it is bigger, you can just give us the link. It's all right. That's the overview of the final exam and final test and final project. We will write some clearer instruction for you, so you can read that on the final notes and follow those instructions to submit your final. Any other question again? Oh, it's over. Yes, this is really technically, so the clearer instruction will be on the exam notes. But you get the point. You have what kind of files you need to upload, but who's uploaded, where to upload it, we'll write it for you in the instruction, and you must follow the instruction. Because if you upload the project on, I don't know, Google Drive, and it is separate, not in the compressed folders, I cannot I cannot download the project because Unity project contains more than 200 files, and Google Drive only can zipping files up to 200 files. Back then, there's a students submit their project into Google Drive, and it's not zipped into one compressed folders, and I cannot download the files. I download the files, and Google Drive tries to zip the files. I turned on the computers for 2 days straight, and it doesn't finish the zipping. So you need to compress the files. I can download that by downloading it by one, and it's time consuming, and it's really not help me to help you get your project assessed. So the features requirements for the final is based on a small class project requirement, sir? Yes. Anytime. Any other question, guys? It's 4:50 right now. I think that's all, sir. Okay, I will take the attendance and present. Thank you for the final conclude, Mrs. Aisha. Basically final exam we're going to submit the final project and written test based on the project you've done. I think that's it for today. And for this very last meeting, I really thank you for the cooperation for this whole semester. And we all, the lecturers here, hope you guys really polish the games, really finish the games for the final, and for the other final exam, prepare, do the best for the final exam. Again, thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
And thank you.
Lupa, guys.
Anytime.
Thank you, sir. Bye.